Hello, everybody. So, a new patch came out for Killing Floor. I'm sure Killing Floor 2. I'm sure everybody knows by now. And one of the big things that has definitely changed now is how to handle scrakes. I made a previous guide on how to handle them in the old patch. So now, realizing that this it ain't gonna work anymore, I'm making a new video on how to handle them. First things first. Their scrakes are definitely a lot harder now to handle than they were. There's a sort of like technique I've been doing that works really well if you're, it also depends on which class you are. Some works better than most, and others you'd have to, figure out another way. So let's start off first. I'm playing Field Medic. I really like playing as Field Medic because, well, other than the fact that I maxed out on it, it's because Field Medics have a nice running speed, which is what makes Field Medics, I feel, do a little bit better now against Scrakes because of that little trick that I'm going to show you now, how to handle them. I'm playing this right now solo on normal, and is to just give you an idea on how to handle it. I would have done the harder ones, but I know it was just going to take so much time because how the how the AIs react to a lot of this stuff, and with all the new changes, it's going to be a little bit uh, harder to show and explain. So let's get all the classes though. Field Medic, the main reason why he's good against the Scrakes is because of his run speed and how you can handle when you're being attacked by a Scrake by yourself. Now, obviously, you don't want to be by yourself against a Scrake unless it's normal, then it's okay because it's not as bad. But if you're playing on a higher difficulty like hard or up, you don't want to be alone against a Scrake. Call your teammates for assistance, get a support. Uh, Demo, heck, even a Berserker, just so the Berserker can, stun him to death, and you can come in and uh, heal or shoot, or depending what other class you are. But the main way, but let's say you're in a situation that you are against a Scrake and you need to kill him. Like, let's say you need to clutch it, and now the way to handle it is you have to do a sort of like walk motion that tricks into believing that he's going to cut you and then start pulling forward. It's very hard to do. I've sort of gotten used to it. Not, I mean, like, it's not hard, but you got to do it a couple times in game so you can get used to it. And it really does help if you know how to do it, so that way your teammates can shoot while he's running. So let me show you right now. The current Scrake, I think you see him on the left side. He's not angry. I saved like 7 enemies so that way I can get him angry and show you how it works. So, and it's going to be quick because it's on normal, so he's going to die a little bit quicker than most. But if this was a little harder, then it would take a while. So here we go. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. See? Oh shit. That was embarrassing. See, if you notice, he's cutting you. You gotta like do a little walk and run. See that it's easy with Medic because Medic has a really nice walk speed. But it would be harder if you were like, let's say a shit. It's hard to also focus. It really works now to the effort of a lot of things, like, see, like right there. It's definitely terrifying though. Oh yeah, I don't like that. That's that's a little thing that you gotta be aware as a Berserker. If you see him light up his chainsaw, that means you can't parry that. So be careful. Be very wary. Oh my God, it's scary. I'm trying to. I mean, I know I got a lot of health. This is not normal, but I hate. See, it's very simple. It's a little simple, but it's hard. Then reload. Oh God. Move. Oh no! There we go. Come on after me. There you go. Those are ways to handle the Scrake. So that's the main way to handle him now. In terms of you can do it with most of the classes. I've done it with Commando. I've done it with Firebug. I've actually somehow been able to do it with Demo, but the problem is Demo doesn't have a good tier weapon. Like all he has is the pistol, which is really bad in my opinion. Um, it's just hard because if you have teammates around, they can somehow screw your rhythm up, and he could actually, if you, um, you gotta also be aware of your surroundings. You know, like know where you're going, then turn around, and then shoot a little bit. It's easier with medic, like I said, because his walk speed's really nice, and he's as a medic, you're very fast. You can also do his berserker. Berserker, you can use like the eviscerator, for example. That's the gun I always use, the eviscerator, when it comes to scrakes, because I could just pull back, shoot, 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 and I always aim for the head, so that way I don't waste too many shots. Because if you just keep trying to shoot him in the middle, he's gonna, it's gonna take a while before he finally gets cut open. Especially in the higher difficulties, and depending how many people you have with you. Commando is the same way. It's just a little harder with Commando because your main weapon is the Scar. I mean, once you rank up, it's going to get easier, but depending on the difficulty and how many players you have, it's a little harder. Support obviously is the easiest, but the problem is support has a bit of a bad walk speed because he's carrying that heavy ass shotgun, so obviously he's slow. And that's pretty much the main issue with how to handle Scrakes. Demo, you can do it. It's just difficult, like I said, because he doesn't have a good weapon. You run the risk of killing yourself with the RPG unless you think you can definitely take him out. Like let's say you put like 5 or 7 or God knows how many shots of the pistol out, and you think, okay, maybe he's finally gonna die. You just pull the RPG out and just blow that bastard away. Um, Firebug, just back up, flamethrower, whatever you have, just boop, boop, just keep burning him and burning until finally he stops running. So that's pretty much the way to handle a Scrake now versus the previous version. The previous version, it was usually you evaded them, you circled around them, that was pretty much the way you run towards them, so they would, when they would chainsaw. Now they're heat seeking. When they see you run towards them, they're gonna hack and slash you. So do not run towards them. Just, just be prepared by shooting them and then getting ready to run and utilizing that walk speed and stuff. So that's pretty much the way to handle Scrakes. Um, if Main thing though, work as a team. Don't be alone, but if you have to solo it, that's the best way to do it from what I've done. So I hope this video helps out and more people utilize it.